Today on the channel, Adventurous Ones, it's episode number 3 of Hit or Miss. Will these comics be a hit or a complete miss? You're about to find out, because this is the comic book review show. Let's go. Welcome back, Adventurous Ones, for another episode of the Comic Book Review Show. I am your host, as always, the master of all multiverses, the reason why they're total shitfest, and the reason why I'm not sorry for it, and you're welcome. Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe, at your services, and on this episode of Hit or Miss, we've got 10 different issue number 1s to get through. So, let's get things started right off the bat with Rat City. Rat City is basically Spawn 2099. It's basically this Spawn character in the future and stuff, and he's doing everything like Miguel O'Hara does in Spider-Man 2099 and stuff. And like I said, it's pretty much Spawn, the Spawn version of Spider-Man 2099. But it's been a great series right off from the start. I've already read up to every single issue up to date and stuff. Issue number 1 was just fan-frickin-tastic, and the cliffhanger to issue 1 will leave everyone talking and going, I gotta read more. So, is it a hit or a miss? It's a hit. Rockefellers, issue number 1. Now, this is the part of the Ghost Machine series of comics and stories that are out there and everything. And Rockefellers is basically their version of Fantastic Four, except there's more than 4. And the family is doing all sorts of things, getting into all sorts of trouble. They're being pursued by these people that want them for their abilities or their powers and stuff. And it's just a wacky, wild ride from start to finish. So far, it's been a freaking amazing comic, stories to read and everything. The issues like issue 4 and 5 are a little hit or miss themselves, but at the same time, issue number 1 kicks it all off. And if you don't know about the Rockefellers, I suggest you find the Ghost Machine one-shot and read up on their small story they tell about them. So is this a hit or a miss? So far, a complete hit. Next up, Ghost Machine territory again, except now this is Hyde Street, issue number 1. We're entering the realm of horror here. I meant terrifying stuff goes on in this Hyde Street comic, okay? There is all sorts of craziness. It's terror, horrific stuff, things that will make any horror fan go, I'm going to enjoy this, I'm going to love it. And plus there's side stories that are going on right now, such as Sisterhood, and then before that there was one shot called Devour that was just like creepy as hell, but it was just like so good, kind of creepy as hell. Hyde Street number 1. Issue 1 is a complete hit. I'm not even going to say miss. It's a hit. This sucker is good, and it's great for any horror fan out there that enjoys that kind of gore and all that kind of craziness. That's for you right there. So, that's a hit. Green Lantern, Absolute Green Lantern, issue 1. Now, so far, the Green Lantern, the Absolute Universe between Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Wonder Woman have all been great. Okay, now you got the other heroes making their appearance in the Absolute Universe, and that is Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, The Flash, and soon to be another couple of different ones that are coming. I mean, it's just an amazing, crazy bunch of stuff going on in this Absolute Universe. Absolute Green Lantern kicks off a little boring, a little on this nose, kind of boring and stuff, but it's still a pretty good story to start. And it's been fantastic about how there's different Green Lanterns in there. in this universe, how they're different from the Green Lanterns we know and love, and everything else in between it. So far, it's been a hit. Not a miss, so almost a miss, but not a complete miss. This one is a hit all around so far. Now, and continuing the Absolute Universe, Martian Manhunter issue 1. This one will make you feel like you're on an acid trip, because it's got all sorts of mind-bending craziness going on in it and stuff, and the color splash, and it's just like, this will make you feel like you're literally on drugs. This will make you literally feel like you're having an acid trip. Either way, it's a great trip. Not the drugs. Just the comic. Okay, just leave it at that. Anyways, so far, Absolute Martian Manhunter is wacky, weird, acid trippy kind of stuff, but it's really, really good. And issue 1 just kicks it off with some craziness, some weirdness, but it's really getting good. So far, a complete hit. Maybe there's no misses this time around. It might be a landslide for the hits. Because right now we're entering Absolute Flash issue number 1. And this one is a doozy because Barry Allen is just exploring his abilities, using his powers and so on and so forth, but not for the good of mankind and all that kind of stuff, or being a superhero and everything. He's literally on the run from agencies this agency that's trying to capture him and stuff. They send their own version of the Suicide Squad after him and stuff. It's just craziness. And somebody predicted he's going to be a villain. And I'm like, him? So far, Absolute Flash, like Absolute Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, and so on, have all been fan-frickin-tastic from the first issue. Some issues are a little hit or miss as the series is progressing, but so far, issue 1 kicks it all off, and it's a hit. Next up, Justice League versus Kong. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, round 2, issue number 1. This series has been fan-frickin-tastic. The very first go-round of Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong was a 7-part miniseries, and boy did it not disappoint. It was just one thing after another. I mean, Godzilla nearly killed Superman. He fried him. He literally fried Superman to the point of death. And I'm like, you wouldn't have think that would have been the case, but Godzilla's atomic breath nearly killed Superman. And now we got the Suicide Squad trying to become kaiju in this and stuff. They're working with a mysterious benefactor, and I don't want to spoil who it is and stuff, but if you've seen the series Monarch, you'll know once you see him. Anyways, they're working with a mysterious benefactor who wants to use the Suicide Squad as test subjects to create their own versions of kaiju. And I'm like, what? Yeah, craziness off right from the start. And the Justice League are trying to stop it all from happening. They get trapped in the Kong's territory, and the issue 1 ends with them face to face with Kong, and he is not happy to see them. So, is this a hit or a miss? This is a complete hit. The first go round was a complete hit. This is starting off as a major complete hit. So, moving on to that now, we got Falling in Love on the Pathway to Hell, issue number 1. This series is very hit or miss kind of deal, but it's not, I'm going to tell you right now, do not let kids read this. This is not meant for children whatsoever. This is not meant for teenagers unless they're mature enough, okay, to handle what's in this comic and stuff. Because there is violence, there is adult content of that nature, and so on and so forth. And issue 1 leaves off on a mysterious cliffhanger because the two main characters here don't realize they're dead. They know that something both happened to them and stuff, but they don't realize that they're on the pathway to hell because they're dead. And I'm like, what? And the reason why it's called Falling in Love on the Pathway to Hell is because those two do start to fall for each other. They're opposites attract kind of deal. But at the same time, it's a good kind of opposites attract kind of deal. Anyways, is Falling in Love on the Pathway to Hell issue 1 a hit or a miss? This one is a complete hit. It starts off great and has been great so far. Now again, I stress this to the point that I'm telling you right now. This is not meant for kids or teenagers. This is meant for adults because there's a lot of naked people in it. There's a lot of the adult content kind of deal in it, and so on and so forth. Enough to make you suddenly, if you want to really get down to it, is that if you start reading it and you're starting to get, wow, is it hot in here all of a sudden? Yeah, that's the kind of deal it'll put you through. Anyways, this is a part of the Gun Honey series, and this one is known as Collision Course, issue number 1 of 4. The question is it good, or is it one of those that's a hit that you would continue reading it all the way through, or is it a miss? Well, let's put it this way. Gun Honey has been kind of gun shy, if you will, when it comes to the hits or misses. Because when they had the Heat Wave series, or whatever it was exactly, Heat Seeker, excuse me. When they had that series going on and stuff, a lot of people got miffed off because the main character in that one was not a real redhead. She was a blonde with very short hair and wearing a redheaded wig. But the whole marketing behind that Heat Seeker platform was, buy it because she's a redhead and stuff. We're marketing it as even had a cosplayer as a real redhead and stuff, and so on and so forth. And yet that was not the case. Now in the case of this one, this is continuing on from those Heat Seeker stories as well. And the stories wrap up more and more to the point that Joanna here is basically getting to where she's ready to kill anyone that gets in her way, from finding out who set her up on things, who put a target on her back, and everything else in between it. Is it a hit or is it a miss? Gun Honey Collision Course issue 1 is a hit. And again, not meant for the underaged. This is meant more for adults only. And last on our hits or miss list, is Phoenix issue 1. Now, this is a little complicated to talk about and stuff because it's from The Ashes, A New Beginning, which is basically, if you've been reading the X-Men comics, which I have not and stuff, there was a whole Krakoa era going on and stuff. Then there was the fall of Krakoa. Then there was the death of this and this and this. All led up to the point that the X-Men are now fugitives. They're fugitives to humankind and stuff. And the U.S. government is trying to track them down, lock them up, and everything else in between. While meanwhile in space, Jean Grey, the Phoenix, is out there doing her thing. She's helping people like Nova, Scott's dad, which is also her father-in-law, and so on and so forth. It's just a lot of craziness going on in this series. And at one point, well, I don't want to spoil that point yet and stuff, but it's coming up. It would be coming up in a later issue and stuff. This series is ramping up to be something great. Incredibly great. It starts off, a lot of people said issue 1 was kind of boring. It didn't really do much for them. But once they read past issue 1, they were just like, this is good. You gotta keep reading this. You gotta keep reading this. So, is it a hit or is it a miss? Well, in a landslide record for this episode, Adventurous Ones, this is a hit along with the rest of them that have been hits. So the hits take it. There are 0 misses on this one, and hallelujah for good times, because all these comics that we've done today are complete hits, and highly recommend you check them out for yourselves. So, what do you think, Adventurous Ones? Did they make your hits or miss list? Let's hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss on anything we've got going on in the rest of 2025. You never know what's going to happen on this channel unless you hit that bell and set it all. So until the next time, Adventurous Ones, peace out. May the force be with all of you. Every last one of y'all have a safe, lovely, and beautiful week out there. Please take care of yourselves, your family, your friends, your pets, loved ones in general. And be smart out there, people. Don't do stupid shit that's going to get you badly hurt or 6 feet in the ground forever, alright? Use this and get home safely to those that love and care about you the most, okay? And let them know how much you love and care for them in return. Until then, take care. God bless to every last one of you out there. Please remain safe. And I'll see you all later.